If you have popcorn, does that mean you can get within arm's length of a police officer, ma'am? Is that how the law works? But if you have a camera, you can't get close? Just want to clarify for next time. I don't want to break the law, ma'am. Call her Popcorn Myers. That's your name. Popcorn Myers. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm recording you tonight. What's your name real quick?
Officer Myers, 6181.
I'm recording you on purpose.
That's fine, get out of the street.
I'm recording you specifically on purpose.
What I fucking tell you, I told you, I fucking told you. Look at this, you know what's funny? Her sergeant gave us permission to be there.
Oh, really?
That fucking sergeant.
Well, I'm gonna keep walking by. I'm gonna keep walking back and forth.
Alright guys, we open with a moment that perfectly captures the absurdity of the situation. A citizen stands just a few feet from an officer, asking a question that cuts right through the double standards. So if I'm holding popcorn, I can stand here, but if I have a camera, I can't. The tension hits immediately. That simple question carries the weight of the First Amendment. What follows isn't just another street moment, it's a clear look at how authority reacts when the camera points back at them. And tonight, Officer Myers, now earning the nickname Popcorn Myers, becomes the symbol of that contradiction.
Let's say we're standing like between the cop cars. Since you guys are standing there, right? And the cars are here, are we cool to stand there and just like, not like be up on you, but just like in the median?
But it's not illegal for us to stand in the middle right here at this time?
Since the cars are here, you guys...
so as long as you guys are cognizant of that, if we need emergency medical attention.
And if you guys gotta go hands-on or whatever the case, you know, medical pulls up, we'll get out, but we respect that.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
I already told you, get out of the street.
Is that a lawful order?
Yep.
It is?
Get out of the street. You're
What's
a pedestrian in a roadway.
What's the lawful order?
Pedestrian in a roadway. I need you to get out of the street.
What would be the crime, though?
Do so now or you will be arrested.
I just talked
get out
to
of the street.
your sergeant just told me I can be here. Why do you think I'm back? Yeah. We just had a conversation with the sergeant. He said we can stand here.
Okay, I'm going to double check.
Yeah.
The camera keeps rolling. The citizen stands his ground calm, steady completely within his rights. Officer Myers tells him to get out of the street, barking orders like she's following a script. But the law doesn't answer to tone. It answers to facts that he doesn't back down, reminding her that a uniform doesn't turn personal discomfort into a crime. This isn't aggression, it's accountability. And as people around them watch, Myers starts to lose her cool. The camera doesn't just catch the conversation, it captures the exact moment when power feels threatened by transparency.
Man, this lady is a bitch.
Go get that conversation.
I told her as long as they stay out of our way.
He's not. He's totally my way.
Just stay out of her way, that's all
I'm not in her way.
You're in my personal bubble, though. Okay, and it makes me uncomfortable. I have weapons on me that are within hands reach.
You're escalating and you're raising
That's
your
okay.
voice. You've
I
been
need you to back away
aggressive
from
since
me.
the beginning.
Back away from me.
Is it illegal? I'm not. Is there a crime scene? I'm not interfering with anything.
No, but you are in my area. I need you to back away. You're
Is that
within
a
hands.
lawful order?
It
Could you give me a lawful? What's the law?
You're within hands reach of my weapons, and I need you to back up.
Like about a year ago, like I said, she used my government name, said where I work, and she knew what she was doing because she knows I post my interactions on YouTube. Simple as that. And I do need her business card now, so I will be filing a complaint. Nothing for you. If I can just
'cause she's a bitch, that's why. Oh,
The argument escalates quickly. Myers claims the man is breaking the law, calling it pedestrian in the roadway. But just minutes earlier, her own sergeant had approved that exact spot. The citizen pushes back calm, respectful, but unshakably firm and tells her to double-check. That simple request becomes a symbol of something bigger, the way authority starts to crack when confronted with real knowledge. Her frustration grows, her tone sharpens, and her reasoning falls apart. The camera never looks away, exposing every moment where intimidation replaces logic and the officer loses control of the story.
I wanted to to my girlfriend a while ago, and then she's trying to give me unlawful orders and saying she's going to arrest me. And her sergeant basically told her to kick rocks, so.
You're within hands reach of my weapons, and I need you to back up. I know.
Hey Myers, how come that guy was allowed to stand right next to you? I thought you couldn't have anyone next to your gun like that. Remember what you told me? It's just me because I got a camera, or what? And because you were so rude to my girlfriend last time you talked to her? How come you weren't going to arrest that guy for being on the street?
Get out of the street.
Is that a lawful order?
Yep.
It is?
Get out of the street. You're
What's
a
the law?
pedestrian in a roadway.
It's a lawful order?
Pedestrian in a roadway. I need you to
What
get out
would
of
be
the
the
street.
crime, though?
Do so now, or you will be arrested.
Remember when you said you're going to arrest me for being in the street, but that guy was cool, huh? Myers, I think you got pretty girl syndrome.
Moments later, Myers shows exactly what lies behind the badge. She claims the man is inside her personal bubble, suggesting that because she's carrying weapons, his presence is somehow a threat. It's a familiar tactic, using fear to assert control, turning discomfort into authority. But the citizen stays steady, calm, confident, and fully aware of his rights. He points out that she's the one escalating a situation that could have remained simple and civil. There's a deeper layer to all of this. About a year earlier, Myers had reportedly tried to reveal his identity online, turning what should be accountability into something personal. What we're seeing now isn't real policing. It's old resentment dressed up as official procedure. And through it all, the camera stays fixed and unshaken, capturing every moment, making sure nothing gets twisted, making sure the truth stays alive.
You act like that because you're pretty and you're used to getting away with it. What's up?
Why do you guys all film the same thing? Wouldn't you get better footage if you guys split up?
We do. We split up. And we'll share each other's footage.
It just seems like you guys are following each other. It seems like you'd get more footage if you...
That's true. We do split up temporarily, and then we come back just in case somebody's in trouble. I don't like him to get too far out of my range, you know.
Oh, so
just in case something happens to him.
Keep an eye on him.
We keep an eye on each other, yeah. So he'll venture off. He got some stuff over there. I might borrow that from him, stuff like that. So.
But they're two different channels.
Yeah. We share footage, stuff like that. But hey, man, I just want to let you know, I think I like your demeanor. You're cool. The reason I was recording Myers is because how rude she was to my girlfriend several months ago, and then I came over here and she was threatening me with arrest for standing in that median.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah, my girlfriend. She does recording too, and she had an interaction with Myers, and she was really rude to her.
When was that?
How long ago was that?
Probably close to a year now.
About a year ago, yeah.
I was like, guys, stand over here. That light's give me a migraine.
Yeah, let me just turn that off for you, bro. So anyways, there was after she...
And the moment arrives that exposes the double standard with complete clarity. Another man walks up casually, holding a bag of popcorn, standing just as close to the officers as the auditor had been. But this time, nothing happens. No orders, no warnings, no demands. The shift is obvious, and the camera catches every second of it, cutting straight through the excuse and revealing the bias for what it is. When the citizen asks Officer Myers why the rules suddenly changed, she offers no explanation. Her authority doesn't just weaken, it falls apart under the weight of her own inconsistency. The citizen doesn't ignore it. He asks the question that sums up the entire encounter. So it's okay when someone has popcorn, but not when someone has a camera? That line hits with the force of truth. not to insult her, but to show exactly how easily power twists when fairness holds it accountable.
The rest, and then I said, hey, I talked to you, you already said we could be here. Like 10 minutes later, there was some guy holding some popcorn, standing like right next to her like this. Remember she said I couldn't be within arm's reach? There's some guy right there, and I called her out on it. I was like, hey man, how come you're not threatening him with the arrest for standing in the median, right? So that's all, man. It's just like it can't be selective persecution, right? It has to be for everyone. So I appreciate you not discriminating against us because we have cameras. She just doesn't like it, and so, you know, but you can't threaten people with arrest for doing something if they're going to allow others to do it. That's all.
So what's your policy? Like this young lady doesn't want to be on your channel because of her job. She doesn't want it to get blasted.
This lady?
Yeah, what would you do for that?
Well, she's in public, so there's no expectation of privacy in public, right? I mean, you know that. So.
I'm just wondering from, you know,
I typically, I try
humanity.
Right. No, I'm not trying to deny people's humanity, but like, typically I'll try to keep people off if they don't want. Government
officials. Can you blur their face or something?
I have blurred people's faces before, but I usually don't do that because that kind of takes the point of what we're doing away because, like I said, cats versus United States, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
So. What follows is a quiet shift after all the tension. The energy changes completely. Another officer steps forward, calm and respectful, the kind of professionalism that actually builds trust in the badge. He doesn't bark orders or try to take control. He talks. He listens. And that alone changes everything. The citizen, just as steady, explains that recording isn't rebellion. It's protection for the public and for the police. This is what real accountability looks like. Conversation instead of control, respect instead of force. The officer understands. He nods, acknowledging that cameras don't create problems, they reveal what's already there. They protect everyone by showing the truth. In that short, meaningful moment, viewers see the kind of policing people want. A partnership grounded in reason, humility, and understanding, not ego or intimidation.
Know what we're doing, so that's the whole point. And like, I don't go out of my way to record citizens. If I'm recording her, it's actually for her safety. I mean, you guys seem pretty decent, so I don't feel like you guys are going to be doing anything crazy, but that's what we do. We're just here to protect them. So
yeah, and I understand, you know, filming us, and obviously I got no problem with that. I'm just wondering, when you have a citizen that says, you know what, man, I understand I'm in public, but I don't want to be on your channel. Do you guys normally say okay, or
if somebody says, hey, I don't want to be recorded and we're just in public, I'll keep them off. But if they try to like start a conversation with me, then I'm recording because I document every interaction I have. So if I don't mind keeping them off if they don't want it, but a lot of times people come up, like walk up to me and say, hey, I don't want to be recorded. And I'm like, I wasn't even going to record you, but you came up to me, so you're talking to me now, so now I'm going to record you. But no, typically, like if I go into a government building, I'll specifically try to keep them off. If I do record them, it's usually inadvertently. Yeah.
Hey, sir. You get pulled over tonight. Can I see your license and registration? I smell alcohol coming from the vehicle.
What starts as a tense argument turns into a bigger conversation about rights and responsibility. The citizen explains, calmly and clearly, that recording in public is protected by law and that in public spaces, no one has a reasonable expectation of privacy. That principle has been supported by courts for decades. His goal isn't to argue or embarrass anyone. It's about safety, transparency, and truth. Every moment he records becomes a clear, unedited record, proof that accountability grows when evidence is visible. It's one of the most powerful forms of civic involvement. A quiet act that keeps democracy strong through awareness. Point one officer begins to see the purpose behind a camera, understanding that it's about documentation and integrity. But Myers? She's already lost the moment, not through force or numbers, but through logic, reason, and the simple strength of constitutional rights.
Yeah. Is that an open container right there, sir? You got any weapons in the vehicle? Yep. Yeah? Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yeah. Okay, driver's license, proof of insurance, registration, please.
The emergency brake's on, bud.
I don't know where it's at.
It's down here. You see it right there?
Oh,
all right.
you're here.
So that shows the signs of intoxication. Okay, so I'm gonna have you step out of the vehicle here shortly. Alrighty, thank you for cooperating. Keep your hands where I can see them, okay? Good,
That's cool though. You guys didn't have it towed. You guys are just gonna leave it here? That's right on. We like that.
She'll probably, a lot of times somebody will have like a friend come and pick it up or something like that because it's kind of not in a great spot.
As the night comes to a close, another moment unfolds just down the street, a separate traffic stop. This time, everything is calm and professional. The officers follow procedure, proving that real integrity still lives in the uniform. But the contrast is impossible to ignore. For every officer who serves with honor, there's a popcorn Myers ready to undermine the badge with ego and misuse of power. The message becomes clear: accountability doesn't end when a bad moment is exposed. It begins with awareness. Every recording, every bit of transparency strengthens the connection between justice and truth. When citizens keep filming and officers hold each other to the same standard, real change stops being a hope and starts becoming a movement. Remember, record responsibly. Know your rights and never let intimidation silence you. Until next time, stay aware, stay steady, and keep the lens focused on the truth.